Ellis W. Williamson. Ellis W. Williamson, June 4, 1918 – January 28, 2007, was a United States Army Major General who served in World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. He led the 173rd Airborne Brigade, the first U.S. Army unit to deploy to South Vietnam, and later commanded the 25th Infantry Division there. Early life and education. Williamson was born in Reeford, North Carolina on 4 June 1918. During high school, he joined the 120th Infantry Regiment, part of the North Carolina National Guard. Williamson graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree from Atlantic Christian College in 1940. Career: World War II. Williamson was commissioned as a second lieutenant in March 1941, and with the U.S. entry into World War II, the 120th Infantry was federalized and sent for overseas service. In January 1945, Williamson, now a lieutenant colonel, led the 1st Battalion of the 120th Infantry during the Battle of the Bulge. Post-World War II, Williamson graduated from the Command and General Staff College in 1950 and was assigned to the headquarters of X-Corps in Korea. Korean War. As the Assistant Operations Officer of X-Corps, Williamson participated in the Incheon landings. Post-Korean War. Williamson took command of the 13th Infantry Regiment at Fort Carson, Colorado, in 1956. In 1959, he was appointed Chief of the Training Division, Headquarters, 7th U.S. Army. He then attended the National War College. Williamson was promoted to Brigadier General in 1963. On 26 March 1963, Williamson was appointed to command the newly activated 173rd Airborne Brigade separate on Okinawa. For over 2 years, Williamson trained the 173rd on Okinawa, focusing on airborne techniques, with an emphasis on jungle warfare, enhanced by training in the Philippines, Thailand, and Taiwan. Vietnam War. On 7 May 1965, Williamson led the 173rd Airborne Brigade in its deployment to South Vietnam, becoming the first major U.S. Army ground combat unit to deploy there. The 173rd was originally assigned to protect Bien Hoa Air Base and the base area at Vung Tau. On arrival at Bien Hoa, the 173rd trained in airmobile warfare using the 3 UH-1 helicopters assigned to the brigade. In mid-May, the 173rd commenced combat operations against the Viet Cong. In June, Williamson assumed control of the newly arrived 1st Battalion, Royal Australian Regiment, and the 161st Battery, Royal New Zealand Artillery. From 28 June to 2 August, the 173rd conducted a sweep operation near the Rungsat Special Zone, which failed to locate any Viet Cong. This operation prompted Associated Press correspondent Peter Arnott. According to Arnott, this story infuriated Williamson, who summoned him to his headquarters for a dressing down, where he reports Williamson stating that "Don't you know that the VC are cowards? They fight only at night, and when we catch a bunch of them together they run away," and he urged Arnott to get on the team reporting positively on U.S. actions. In October 1965, the 173rd launched Operation 25-65 in the Iron Triangle, which resulted in little action. Williamson stated that the Iron Triangle has been, for all practical purposes, destroyed. He also claimed that the operation proved that American forces could go and stay anywhere and anytime in Vietnam. In November 1965, the 173rd launched Operation Hump, at the conclusion of which the unit claimed that they had killed over 400 Viet Cong, a figure which was acknowledged to be a guess by Williamson given under pressure from General Westmoreland at Military Assistance Command, Vietnam. Williamson later stated that his forces had beat the living hell out of the Viet Cong, but acknowledged that the battle had only come about because the Viet Cong had lured the Americans into a battle at a time and place of their choosing. While Williamson was confident in the search and destroy strategy, an Australian officer expressed doubts in his approach, saying that Williamson had a dangerous contempt for the guerrilla and little understanding of the Viet Cong's objectives or how he fights. In February 1966, Williamson was appointed Assistant Commander of United States Army Infantry. He was later promoted to Major General, and on 1 November 1966 was given command of the Advanced Infantry Training Center Tigerland at Fort Polk, Louisiana. Returning to Vietnam on 3 August 1968, Williamson took command of the 25th Infantry Division from MG Fillmore K. Mearns, commanding the unit until 1969. On assuming command, Williamson issued a standing order that the division was to return 1,000 rounds for every round fired at them. 1971 to 1973. From 1971 to 1973, Williamson served as the chief of the U.S. military mission in Iran. He retired from the Army in 1973. Later life. Williamson died on 28 January 2007 in Arlington, Virginia, and was buried at Arlington National Cemetery. References